that's on. Good morning, everybody. It's Ella here. It's really early here in Bali, and I just wanted to jump in and have a quick conversation with you guys around something that I've been speaking to a lot of people about recently, and something that I really wanted to share with you. Scott and I have been having lots of conversations around this topic, and that is in times like this, in times of crisis, but also in times like what we're going to see coming up with the economic downturn, it's really important now more than ever that your business solves a real problem that has a high level of urgency in the world. And I wanted to talk about a phrase or kind of a barometer that we've been using that's been borrowed from the venture capitalist, the VC world, and that is, do you sell candy, vitamins, or painkillers? And it's really a really juicy conversation to have because it's a mindset shift that needs to happen in a lot of businesses at the moment, and I've been having a lot of conversations with our students and with other people in the world. So just wanted to jump in and have a quick chat with you about it. So this concept is essentially that there are sort of three types of things that you can sell. You can either sell candy, vitamins, or painkillers. Candy being sort of nice to have things that when times are abundant and everyone's got lots of money to spend, everybody's buying lots of candy. Vitamins are kind of like preventative measures, but not necessarily something critical. You might not take them for like a week or a month and might not notice the difference. And then a painkiller is obviously an immediate solution to a pressing problem. And that can be a variety of things, but it's kind of like mostly in the essential space. So the question that I have for you this morning is, at the moment, with where your business stands today, because it could look different tomorrow, but where it stands today, what are you selling? Are you selling candy, vitamins, or painkillers? And if you're selling candy or vitamins, my suggestion would be that you pivot and move towards looking at how you can solve a real pain point in the market. So what, out of the audience that you've got and out of the work that you do, how could you potentially pivot right now to look at actually solving a real pain point in the market? There's a lot of very generic retreats and programs out there around sort of wellness. And when retreats were still running, hectic schedules just a couple of months ago, I would speak to a lot of people that had very generic yoga retreat offerings. And any students that we enrolled in the program, one of the first conversations that we have with them is around this exact thing around choosing a niche, choosing a problem that's worth solving. And a lot of the generic wellness retreats kind of go, I'm just not sure really what I do. Like they're trying to sell their offering based on the itinerary and based on the schedule rather than being able to clearly articulate what problem it is that they solve. And it's been really cool to watch a lot of people come through the program and actually come out with something completely different at the end. And I'd love to share an example with you. One of our most beloved students, Margot, is living in Australia. She's been running a yoga studio for the last 10 years. And she came to us because she was interested in starting some slow living retreats. So Margot lives on some acreage in Australia, and she has really designed a beautiful life for her and her husband. They live a lot off the land. They grow a lot of their own food. They make their own, household and beauty products, and they just live a really sustainable, slow life. And it's something that Margot was really passionate about sharing with the world. So when we initially started working together, that was what Margot wanted to do. Margot went through the first couple of modules of our program, and we really worked with her on some of our group calls, just understanding how she could serve a really urgent problem. And through the work that we did together, Margot realized and discovered that a lot of the audience that she had access to and that had been coming to her yoga studios for a really long time were actually going through the menopause. And that was really interesting. Scott and I our spidey senses started tingling when we heard this because we knew that was a very urgent problem that a lot of women might need some support with. So Margot did a little bit more digging and a little bit more work and decided that she actually was quite well equipped to be able to serve this group of women. And the beautiful thing about this is that this group of women are actually not that supported in the market right now. There's not a lot of people looking to support women that are going through the menopause. So Margot now has something that she can roll out. Obviously, retreats are kind of like on hold at the moment. When that opens back up, Margot will be designing a series of retreats around supporting women through the menopause. But more than that, she's going to be looking to build an online program to support them as well. It's important to note here that Margot isn't a doctor or even a naturopath. And what she's decided to do is, because she really wants to support these group of women, she's actually bringing a naturopath on board to be able to support from sort of more of a technical or like scientific side of things. So she's really placing herself as like the facilitator, but also the entrepreneur in that situation to be able to solve that problem. So hopefully that's a good example of how you can shift something that, because slow living is, yeah, it's a great concept and it's very on trend right now. But when we're heading into times like we are now, where there's a lot of people are asking the question, and I think it's a fair question, is like, will people continue to spend money? And there's a very good chance that what people spend their money on, and history has proven this with previous recessions, it shifts, right? The nice to have, the candy, the Louis Vuitton handbag, the luxurious trips away, the generic yoga retreat, those things do fall down to the bottom of the list. So you need to make sure right now that your business pivots and is directly addressing a pain point that the market has, and people will pay for that. When there is a pain, if you think about if you had a really intense headache or a migraine, how much money would you pay to be able to make that go away? It's the same thing with your business. So I just really wanted to drop in and have this little quick chat with you today and hopefully inspire some thought processes around how you could move your existing business from the candy vitamins realm into the painkiller realm. And as always, guys, you're in this group because you resonated with some content that we had. You were thinking of running a retreat. The game is not over for you guys. There's definitely a lot of opportunity to pivot and turn your businesses online. And then when the retreat market comes back online later this year, be in a really solid position to be able to serve them. So yeah, as always, feel free to reach out if you want to have a chat with me and walk through some of those questions. If you're ready to make some changes in your business and you're really looking for some support to do that, I'm here as always. So you just drop me a direct message through the Facebook group. My profile is in there. Hopefully what I've said today has resonated with you and got your brains ticking over in the right direction. So I'd love to hear in the comments on this video. I don't think there's very many people online right now, but if this will be circulating around in the group, I'd love to hear in the comments how your business, like how important do you think at the moment you're serving candy vitamins or painkillers? And if you're in the candy vitamins realm, how could you potentially shift into the painkillers realm? So I'd love to hear your feedback. We can have a little bit of a chat on the comments. So have an amazing day. I hope you're all staying safe. Sending you lots of love from peaceful, calm Bali, and hopefully we're out of this soon and we can kind of be business as usual. But my plea to you is that life is not on hold. Business is absolutely not on hold. This is a great opportunity for us to bunker down and get some really important thoughts out on paper for how we can move our businesses forward. So yeah, have a great day, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.